Prince Charles is preparing to be king. He has no plans to step aside for Prince William and Kate Middleton. Following multiple media reports that Queen Elizabeth II of England is set to step aside for Prince Charles to reign as regent, sources close to the monarchy have reportedly said that Prince Charles is preparing for his new role once the Regency Act comes into the force, and that he is determined to eventually become the next King of England. According to the sources, despite the fact that recent polls show that the majority of the British people prefer to see the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton, succeed Queen Elizabeth II, the Prince of Wales has no known plans to step aside for the next generation of royals. Express reported that Robert Jobson, an expert on the royal family, claimed that high-ranking palace officials have confirmed that preparations to pass the reign to Prince Charles, when the Queen is 95 years old, were underway. I understand the Queen has given the matter considerable thought and believes that, if she is still alive at 95, she will seriously consider passing the reign to Charles, another source said, according to Express. The latest reports are contrary to the story that originated from Life and Style magazine, claiming that Queen Elizabeth has officially approved that Prince William and Kate Middleton should succeed her. Prince Charles' unpopularity is due partly to the controversy over the circumstances of his divorce from Diana, Princess of Wales, and his affair with Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, and partly from public fears that Charles plans to make extensive interventions in public affairs and politics after he ascends to the throne as King Charles III. The fears are based on alleged evidence from the so-called Black Spider memos in which Charles actively lobbied senior government officials. However, experts on the royal family note that Charles has never hinted in any of his public comments or known private comments that he intends to break with long-established royal protocol by allowing any of his sons to ascend to the throne in his place. Observers note that Charles has spent his entire adult life in training and preparation to become king, and there are no indications that anyone besides Charles will succeed the Queen. On the contrary, in recent years, Charles has been gradually taking over the Queen's responsibility, conducting hundreds of official engagements on Her Majesty's behalf. Critics of Prince William and Kate Middleton have noted that in sharp contrast to Prince Charles, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have shown very little interest in performing royal duties. Although it is acknowledged in royal circles that 68-year-old Charles has admitted in private conversations that he is too old to make much of a difference anyway, if any difference at all when he becomes king, there is no evidence that he is planning to step aside for Prince William. Similarly, there are no indications that his mother, the Queen, plans to sidestep him in the line of succession. Thus, following recent reports that Queen Elizabeth II has told members of her inner circle that she plans to request for the Regency Act to come into force and step aside for Prince Charles to rule as regent if she is still on the throne at 95, sources claimed that Charles has stepped up preparations to become regent and eventually ascend to the throne as King Charles III. The regent will have full authority and power to rule, although the Queen is still alive. Experts on royal affairs admit that although polls indicate that the British people would prefer to see Prince William and Kate Middleton take over as the next King and Queen of England, the chances that this will happen are very slim. Britain is a constitutional monarchy, and if Prince Charles agrees to step aside he would be breaking established royal protocol and could spark a constitutional crisis, according to Express. Queen Elizabeth II will be 92 years old on April 21, 2018. She ascended to the throne in 1953 and remains active for a woman her age. She is currently linked with hundreds of charities, including military, civilian, and public service associations. Prince Philip, the Queen's consort and Duke of Edinburgh, announced his retirement from royal engagements in May. This means, effectively, that he has retired from public life.